What up, Lou? I was sitting around bored. I said, I wonder if the halfway house wants me to come take them again. I said, I bet they do. So, we got over here. John, what up? Cheeto Diesel, what up? We're almost there. They had a fit last time. Then they called the cops. The cops said we weren't doing nothing wrong. And then they gave us some BS warning before they left. So, this time, I was thinking about it on my way here. This time, if they call, we're going to tell them to warn them not to interfere with our activities. Because that's what should be happening. Don't come warn me on a bunch of made up stuff. What ifs. McDonald's, Burger King. I worked at that McDonald's. Cops used to pull people over in the drive-thru, pull people over there like every night. There was at least like 3 or 4 nights a week. The bus. It's crazy though. We're almost there. I bet you that's them. What do you want to bet? They're cleaning the connection house. They got them out here doing yard work for them for free. Oh, the buses stopped right in front of it. We're almost there. In my head it was closer. I don't remember the pawn shop. Pawn shops out here are like a dying thing. They don't want anything but gold or electronics like game systems. It's hard. They don't really take much else. Alright, we're almost there. I can see the house now through the trees. Oh, Game Buster, what up, bro? Joe Black. And if you guys did see it, they trespassed us from public property the other night. At Brooklyn Jail, they say you can't, from the road up, you can't enter. The public can't go. Strictly DOC business, that's it. We had 2 of the dumbest officers. Yeah. I want a mini truck. See if they have a fit today. They do got a little gym in the back. That little garage is a gym. Hopefully they have more professional staff today. Last time just being threatened to have the cops calling on me for nothing, and their big Karen coming out and whining, trying to insult me. Did a horrible job. But here we are. Got a lot of cars here today. No. We'll see. We know no. because it doesn't matter. But this is I put all the information in the chat this time too. So the phone numbers, the place, the police, everybody's in there. This is the second house. This is the one you go to if you behave. But they do, they have a cop that works here, a cop that was charged for molesting a boy. A 5 to 7 year old boy. Multiple times. He works here. He does their yards. He does all of it. Yeah. They gave him 2 years in jail, 10 years probation. And he didn't have to register as a sex offender. That they put up here, he could watch over everybody else. This is where the old guy came out last time. Game Buster Monday. We'll go Monday if you're around. No, yeah, no, J-Bait, he didn't have to register. They proved that it was because of drugs and alcohol, not because he liked touching boys, young boys. The kid was 5 to 7 years old when it happened. That was the span it happened over, and it wasn't once, it was a bunch of it. It's all good, Melissa. I figured you might be sleeping. I just figured I'd let you know. You guys gotta let me know if the quality cuts or anything. Oh, that's the sheds back there. That's what I was telling you guys about. That's actually a cool part of it. I agree, it's not, but when you work for the state, it is. And literally, as soon as he would have had to stay, either cut his probation early, or he was on probation and worked here. Because I'm talking about 2018. If you call today, his name's still on the list for people that work here. Like legit. Still works here. They gave him a job working here. And it's not like they just gave him a job watching people. They gave him a job watching people take pisses, doing urines, when he's proven to like boys. I wonder how many people they put in this situation. Because, I mean, it probably holds at least 20 people at a time. That's on the low end. And we're still paying him. It's right across the street from Walgreens. McDonald's is right down the road. Burger King, Kodo. Applebee's is right there. There's a bunch of stuff. And then when you ask about it, they all act like it's not true and it's made up and he doesn't work here. The motherfucker works here. I put his picture up. I put everything up in the last video. I put everything in the video. So he works here. He does what he wants, and they let him. That's what they do. Crazy. Definitely allow. No, this is Groton. Fellowship, halfway house. You're thinking of Thomas Murphy. That's leagues above this. leagues. Here they force you to listen to a sex offender. They make you pee in front of a sex offender. Then when you call and ask about it, they lie to you. They'll hang up on you. Yeah, literally. And this is what they do. They allow, they literally put predators in positions to be predators. No? Oh, you like boys? All right. We got a perfect job for you. You can stare at wieners in the halfway house all day. That's the cook, I believe. The guy that keeps coming in and out, that's the chef. They pay him to come here and cook a crappy meal when they could just make somebody in the house cook. Doesn't make any sense. It's obnoxious the way they spend money here. What up, Far Left? There you are. We're just checking out the halfway house again, seeing if they got it. If they understand we're allowed to be out here. And yeah. Just letting everybody know that a sex offender works here. That was a cop for 23 years. He got caught molesting a young child multiple times, over multiple occasions. He didn't get caught till years after it happened. So, and you know what they say about people like that, it's usually not just one thing. If that was an average person, there would probably be people popping up everywhere that this happened to, and you know what I mean? It's never just once, or one person. But we don't know. I guess the state said it was because of drugs and alcohol. It wasn't because he liked boys. And that's why he didn't have to register. This is the house where you go if you behave, they move you over here. This is the house that has AC, less staff, it's quieter. I never got to go over there. And this is the house. Their offices on the right, on the bottom of the house, that's where all their offices are. That's where they all hang out. Yo, Gay Buster, how can somebody do that and then go to jail and then get out and then the state say, oh, you're the perfect fit for this job of telling other people what to do, having control over other people, and then forcing them to pee in front of you. They're forcing people to piss in front of a sex offender. Doesn't even make sense at all. Like, if that ain't abuse, I don't know what is. Like, it doesn't make sense to me at all. Let any other sex offender off the street come in and try and get a job working at any of these places or any state job. You're not going to get it. Unless you're either already employed with them or you previously were employed with them. What up, Leroy? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. We're just hanging out up here, letting everybody know that there's a sex offender that works at this halfway house. There was an ex-cop that they make people pee in front of. He pees. That's who they do the urines from. They make you pee in front of a sex offender. Like, I don't know how this isn't on the news. Like, what the hell's going on here? Well, at least they were smart enough to not come out and insult me today and make themselves look like idiots. William Edwards. He was a New London cop for 20 or 23 years. Look him up. I put a video up about him. The last time I was here, I put all the information in that video. His name, his picture, everything. What else do they want? You guys could come here and see for yourself. I call the number. His name's on the list of staff directory. Everybody likes to act like it's not happening. Well, they haven't came out and embarrassed themselves yet, so I'd say so, Game Buster. I haven't seen the cops either, so. But this is what they do. They just babysit full-grown adults, put them in messed up situations, make them piss in front of pedophiles, because that's what the dude is. There's no way around it. A 5 to 7-year-old kid, that's a child. And again, he only got 2 years in jail, 10 years probation, which means they either cut his probation short or he was working here on probation and he didn't have to register as a sex offender because they proved that it was because of drugs and alcohol, not because he liked touching a 5 to 7-year-old boy multiple times. Tell me how that works. Which way? I don't know. There's a pawn shop right there. I don't know about a hobby shop. I didn't see one. Maybe they just had to have the right staff on. Maybe that was it. Maybe the director guy that runs the place, he shouldn't be here and deal with the public, and maybe the retard that came out last time. Maybe we got some normal people here that actually know what's going on. Right? And even the cops, dude, I felt like the cops did an alright job all the way up until the end. Oh, look it, they're in there talking. But I don't care about that. Oh, I just ordered today, too, guys. A new mic, like a nice wireless mic, and a case, because that's why this lens sucks. So we get a new one. But yeah, that's it. And I'm gonna keep coming here, and I'm gonna keep telling people till the right person hears it, because this isn't acceptable. You can't have a sex offender watching men piss. You can't have a sex offender in any role of authority over anybody else. Like, I love success stories, but to me that's not a success story. The last time they literally did good until since I didn't leave when they wanted me to, they came back and warned me about stuff that might happen. You can't warn me. You can't warn me. Go warn them that they better not interfere with my activities and what I'm doing. Like, why are you warning? This is ass backwards. I'm the one doing nothing wrong. They're the ones calling you with fake complaints. You warn them. You don't warn me. But other than that, they were alright. And the guy was kind of weird about ID when I was like, I'm not giving you ID. The first one seemed sketchy, but the other guy got it. And literally, when they shot themselves in the foot, had to come back and give out BS warnings. Maybe we need a big sign with his face on it and his charges on it, and we need to stand here and let the public know he works here. Would that fix it? Like, what would get eyes on this? It's usually like, I don't know, it's kind of cool now, but like when it was warm then, they used to play cornhole. They used to be outside all the time, basketball. Winter hits, it gets cold, nobody wants to be outside. And most people work, so they're either getting off work, going to work. you know. Still got some weirdo standing here in the door watching us. And this building's where the higher ups sit. That guy that came out last time, I'm pretty sure that was Dave. This is where the bigwigs sit. They don't sit over here with the lower staff. Turn this back out. You know what I mean? They don't do that. I'm trying to think. Can't smoke after 10 o'clock at night. They like giving old crap food, expired food. You figured they'd be able to feed people being a halfway house. They'd get funding. They take all this money. They get all their food from the food bank. They get it all out of an old truck. What up, JC News? Thank you, JC. Yeah. Well, this is it. We're just here to check out the halfway house. Let everybody know that didn't see it last time. That these guys hired a cop that got caught molesting a 5 to 7 year old kid multiple times. Did 2 years in jail, didn't have to register as a sex offender because they figured out that it was because of drugs and alcohol, not because he was a sex offender. And then they gave him a job here. I'd like to fucking catch him one day coming in or out. He'd come out of there, he'd come right out of that red door. He drove an Escalade before. I don't know what he drives now. All that state money got him living nice. How long have we been here? 22 minutes, so we'll give them a little longer, see if they got it. Well, you know what was pathetic, dude, was when Troop D came to the jail last night, dude, they didn't even know what press was. I'm like, dude, I'm a member of the press, I have a right. He said you can't enter the property at all, from the road up, from where their first sign is. Oh, we got a cop driving by right now. He kept going. But from the road up, you can't enter the property, which we all know is BS. That's not true. But he didn't know what press was. He literally didn't know what press was. I gotta block the wind. Hold on, we're gonna go back over here anyway. We'll go here. This seems like a better fit. I mean, I do think it's cool. And don't get me wrong, the setup is nice, dude. This is the only halfway house I've ever seen, dude. When you lay down in bed, there's a TV that comes off the wall. And you can position it however you want, right in front of you. Like, it's definitely a nice house. It's definitely a nice setup. But I don't think it's appropriate to have sex offenders watching men piss. I don't think it's appropriate to even give them a job here over control over everybody, men or women, nobody. We already gave him a shot and he abused it horribly. Pretty much the worst way you could. The bus across the street. And then that's like, literally, they give everybody chores too. It's somebody's chore to come take the flag down. I bet you if anybody was coming in or out and they talked to us, they'd get in trouble. I'd put money on it that they would get in trouble. But a lot of buses out here too. Well, it's good the cop kept going. Everybody will get it by the time we're done here. What up, Nationals? Good to see you. I'm glad you're back. We're just checking out the halfway house. Do I need to say it again? I might need to say it again. Because they hired a sex... Oh, they're rolling down the curtains. They're real paranoid. That's their office area. Right there and to the back. Like I want to zoom in there. But... Oh, I believe you. I believe it. That if they talk to us, they would get in trouble. They've been told not to talk to us. Because that was their concern last time. There's going to be people walking in or out. Yeah, and? Dude, they literally gave him a job with it. Exactly, Game Buster. They literally, you don't even need to pay me. I'll take that. What up, Charles? You don't even need to pay me. I'll do that for free. I forgot what day it is. Parole Cub's here, too. And they meet in that room where they put the curtains down. That's when you get yelled at, or if you got anything like that. I got in trouble for calling the guy that runs the place a clown. And what's crazy is people know about this. People aren't happy, but yet he's still employed. He still has a job working for the people. It's nuts. Definitely check out Leroy's stuff. Up hit it, Leroy. Should be. Yeah, there you go. They're moving around in there. I don't know what they're doing, but I see them. See them? That's actually where Bill sat. That's where Mr. Edwards would usually be sitting. Thank you, Leroy. Leroy, how would you get eyes on this? I sent this to Karen. Matt emailed me, and I was like, how would you feel about that? And he's like, if it checks out, it's messed up. So I sent him all the info. I haven't heard anything back. But this isn't acceptable. And literally, you come here, you ask about it, they act like it doesn't happen. Look at last time. Both staff members that came out flat out lied to the camera. The second guy, like I said, I will, Leroy. The second guy, like I said, he may not have known. Who knows how long he's worked here. But he didn't know if I was right or wrong. So to just insult me because he wanted to pretend like I was wrong was kind of ignorant. But to be honest, I didn't expect much more from him. Look where he works. It takes no real skill to work here. You just have to be a dick and be able to check a checkboard and write stuff down. That's it. Like, literally. Other than that, you don't need any qualifications to work here. Dude, there's people that literally go through the program but they get a job right after working here. How does that work? I'm all for giving people shots, but like, you get out of... Look at what just happened with the dude in Willimantic. That dude they put in jail for 16 years for stabbing a chick in the neck. And then they let him out, and they put him in a quote-unquote halfway house, but it wasn't a halfway house at all. It was like a residential house for 2 people with no supervision, which isn't a halfway house, sorry to say. So he ended up he killed that visiting nurse. Like, killed her. And that's a big deal. I think this is just as big of a deal, if not bigger. That's done and over with. This dude can still continue to harass people. Oh my God. That's as close as we can get in. I don't know who that is. But yeah, this just isn't acceptable behavior. I'm glad they've figured out that oh, look at, I forgot about that. See that white truck back there? That's the truck they use when they need to go get stuff for the house that Bill will drive. forgot all about that. The house truck. But we broke 30 minutes. I think they figured it out. I don't know. What do you guys think? I didn't realize there was 2 people in there. One guy standing up. Jabbering. And the lady. Save here, Pale Leopard. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. JB, I got to. I just started coming up here again. I wasn't really close to here before, so it was tougher. But definitely on the list now. There's a few we got to do. I got to go to Willimantic, New Britain. If everybody didn't see the video Game Buster did, check it out. It's on his page and my page. New Britain just harassed him the other day. Basically the same stuff they did to me, different situation, different outcome. They think it's okay to do what they do and not know the laws and not know the Constitution, not know anything. The cop at the jail last night was literally trying to get my ID for trespassing. Dude, so dumb, he gave me the option. He's like, oh. I'm like, well, have them tell me. He's like, all right, well, motherfucker, if you're going to call them out here and have them tell me, of course I'm going to wait around. So then, since I was waiting for them to come tell me, he said I was hanging out and I needed the ID. I'm like, yeah, but no, that's not how it works. And then, since they have 8 signs, you got to go past the furthest sign, which puts you at the road. Thank you, JC. Well, I think they got it, guys. I hope they do. Seems like this time they did. But as we know, it all just depends on who's here. And again, we'll say it one more time. We're only here to try and get the message out that this halfway house employs a sex offender that got caught molesting a 5 to 7-year-old boy on multiple occasions over a period of time. Got 2 years in jail, 10 years probation. Didn't have to register as a sex offender because they said it was because of drugs and alcohol, not because he liked touching the boy multiple times over a long period of time. It wasn't that. It was the drugs and alcohol. And somehow got a job here when he got out, either while he was still on probation or they cut his probation early. I don't know the answer yet. We got to find out. I can't even get any info from these idiots. It's hard to get anything from there. You call, they hang up. You call, they hang up. I don't even want to imagine walking up and knocking trying to get some info. They'll have you arrested. So that's it, guys. I got other stuff coming. Dude, get this, you guys, whoever's still in. Dude, a fucking lady at court today. I was walking by Norwich Court. A marshal had her fucking dog at court. It was like a mid-sized pit bull. Or, it wasn't a pit bull. It looked like a boxer. And she's outside walking around with it, letting it use the bathroom and stuff in the middle of court. Like, court's in session, she's outside playing with a dog. I was like, dude, what? Who can any of us? I've never seen anybody even bring a service animal into court. I don't know if you can or not. I tried looking it up, and it said court has discretion over, like, victims and witnesses with animals, but it doesn't say anything about defendants, so I don't see how she did. And then once she realized I was there, dude, she took her dog and ran inside. It was pathetic. So I'll probably put that up after this. And I'll see everybody on the next one. I'll call you now, Leroy.